we go. It's a wonderful time to be involved with this company because right now, especially since apparently yesterday, we've been able to now go out there and we'll learn the details tonight and participate to earn a trip to the Dominican Republic. And I have to tell you that this place is amazing. It really is. And, I hope that everybody gets excited because I'm going to find a video right here that I can share with you that will really kind of give you a good taste of what this is like, because I just took a quick peek and it's pretty exciting. Let me take a look. All right. Well, I had it, but apparently now I don't have it. So, well, here's a clip. Okay. These are shorts that I have that I want to find this one that is from a Sunwing vacation. And this one right here. So I'm going to bring this up, blow it up, and I'm going to have everybody take a look at this. So let me share my screen. This is, I don't know this Sunwing vacation, but they did a clip of what this resort is like. So I'll give everybody a taste. Here we go. All right. Well, that looks pretty nice. No.
If you manage this well, it'll be best.
Up this Tony Robbins thing. We all want like Tony Robbins, but not right now. And I want to basically just tell everybody, the one thing that makes our company stand out amongst all the other companies that I've been partnered with is that everybody here is invited. It's so many other companies. It's been really kind of, you left people behind or you isolated people who maybe just have gotten started and they really want to just be around the camaraderie and the friendship and the companionship, but they just weren't invited unless they went out there and achieved something in the business. And the best thing about this is that anybody can go, any member can go, even if you never want to share this with anybody, you can pay your way to go. And then as the time gets closer, you can actually earn your trip or portions of your trip. And that's what I encourage everybody to do is, even if you're not looking to share, get yourself registered. Once this resort sells out, that's it. There's only limited number of rooms that are going to be available in this resort. So it's important that you get your reservation in. And then obviously those people who already reserved some rooms from before, we've got until the 12th to put down $1,000 per room to lock in that room. And the main reason why is that the company has to set those rooms aside. And I'll tell you, the company is very, very good. We earned we actually had 2 trips last year. It was 1 trip, but we had the kids too. And so one of our rooms was paid for. We had to pay for the other one. But then while we were down there, we ended up staying extra days. It was just amazing. And so I have to tell you, everybody, take advantage of that. Many people have not had a vacation. A lot of the restrictions have been lifted. And so we can just go and enjoy ourselves. And so I actually have a video that I did, and I was going to share it, but I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to do the PowerPoint live. And, if you want, you can actually, the video is already going to be available for people to be able to share with others if you want. But I just really think that this is important, because people that I've been seeing out there that I run across, and I know that people that you've come across, when we're sharing this with them, it's not that people don't want the membership. A lot of times people in their mind, they have to justify either $199 or $499 to get a membership, because they're not sure. They don't understand gold and silver. And they really kind of look to you. They look to us as the people who are going to give them that confidence that, hey, this is a smart decision to do. But you've got to be sold that there's good value on the membership as well. And if you're just looking at this, and maybe you're a potential member looking at our membership now, I'm going to go through and I'm going to share with you why the value in this membership is there. And everybody should at least be knowing about this membership. Bottom line. So, because I'll tell you what, if you understand that, then you won't have a problem going out there and letting people know about it, because you understand what they're getting for value. So first, let me just kind of talk about this, the purchasing power of a dollar. Consider this, everybody. This is a recap for everybody, but we really want to pound the point home so you understand that what we're doing is really saving people by letting them know about this. 1913, our dollar was worth $1. When the Fed was first created, that's what the purchasing power of a dollar was. Then 100 years later, you go and you take a look at what's happened with wars going on, with the spending practices that's happened over here in the States. The fact that they took our dollar off the gold standard and made every currency globally a fiat currency, which means it's backed by nothing. The constant printing of paper money has taken our dollar and in 2013 dropped the purchasing power down to a nickel. Now, where is it today? Where is it today in this 2022, now that they've taken literally 80% of the money supply that's ever been printed in our country's history has been printed in the past 2 years? What do you think that has done for the purchasing power of our money? The more money you print, the less it's worth. So today, where is the value of our dollar? Is it a penny? Is it less? Well, let's take a look. What's the value of a dollar? Okay, well, here's what everybody considers a dollar. Okay, monetarily, this is $1. If you were to bring this into a bank, they'd give you $1 for this. Okay, but however, you can't buy it for $1. See, they both say that they're $1, but this is what everybody needs to understand. The silver eagle, even though it has a monetary currency of $1, the value of the ounce of silver is worth 34 of those paper dollars, according to what at the time that we're doing this particular presentation. So consider that. Where would you rather have your money? Would you rather have it in the paper money that's depreciating on it by a daily basis? Or would you rather have it in silver, which has been an appreciating asset and maintaining its purchasing power? And at the same time, if you listen to some of the experts, and we all know that it's a highly manipulated price on it because of the supply and demand of silver. There's a big demand and not a lot of supply. And so a lot of experts are predicting silver's price per ounce to increase in the future, which is where we get excited. At least we know that we're insuring our money that we've worked all of our entire lives for. And that's important, okay? Now, this is where I want to really justify the value for this. Now, we have two memberships here, everybody. We have our standard membership, which is $199. It's normally an $800 value, but you're getting it for $199. Then you have our premium membership, which is a $499 price tag, about a $1,500 value for that. They're both outstanding memberships. They're both going to provide a wide variety of different benefits. My personal recommendation that I recommend, just so we can get this out of the way, is if it's budgetable, go with a premium membership. And the reason why I say that is that it gives you all the bells and whistles. You don't have to worry about any additional charges. You don't have to worry about limiting the number of coins that you can stack in your stack and sell. It's unlimited. Basically, it's the best way to go. Now, if budget is an issue, or if you just want to look at this membership and do it kind of sparingly, then go with the standard. Either one you cannot go wrong with. But I want to really kind of now show you where the value is, even with the premium membership. Consider this. If you're going out there and you're sending a kid off to college, what are the costs? Sending them to a public school, you're looking at $10,000 plus for 1 year. Sending them to a private college, $38,000 plus for 1 year. And with the training and education that they're going to get in that college over the year, especially nowadays, they're not going to be able to turn that into something that's going to be of any monetary value, at least according to what Forbes says, that it's generally a good investment, but only if you graduate. Now you take a look at what we have here in terms of value. We've got our buyer certification training and collector certification training. Buyer certification training teaches you everything you need to know about gold and silver bullion, knowing so you know exactly, literally the 5 reasons why to buy it, and then break down the different categories so you know which category or categories that you fall into. And they even tell you which specific metals to buy and the certain tax advantages that can come with certain metals. That's education you can't find in other places. And that right there is worth the cost of the membership alone easily. Now you take into account the collector certification training. Now, I was not into collectibles, neither was Danielle. We were like, I want more ounces. That's the way we were thinking. And so many people we talked to say the same thing. Kathy, fortunately, convinced us to get our first autosaver. That autosaver, we just looked, has gone from December 2020 at $139 we paid for it, to just now we looked, it was $1,365 market value. That's a 10-fold increase in the value of that one coin. And you know what? You hear some people say, well, you don't want to do collectibles because some can go bad, so you don't know what's going to increase. Well, that's where that collector certification training comes into play, because you learn about which collectibles to get. You learn about the rarity. You learn about what to look for. And we've seen our collectibles appreciate in market value 36%. Consider that. The same money sitting in the bank was going backwards because we were paying more in fees than we were earning in interest. It's sad. But we're getting all of this education, all of that knowledge to help us to build a strong future. And it's $500. And that's only 2 of the benefits within this membership. Let's tell you more, okay? First off, let's take a look at technology. There's Sound Money Wallet, and then we have our Stack and Sell. So these are 2 of the technology advancements here. The Sound Money Wallet is our digital wallet that we know that we can buy physical gold and silver 24/7, no minimums, no maximums. This is awesome. Now, some people are like, I want to have my metal sent to me. Have your metal sent to you. You can absolutely do that. But think about the flexibility you have here, because you have free storage as well. Personally, I don't want to have all of our silver here or all of our gold here. I'd rather it kept there. It's much safer, under much higher security, and also fully insured, but I can have it shipped to me upon request. Third, we can transfer between members. So think about this. If the dollar fell apart and we're a community here and you can provide services to me, I can pay you in fractional amounts of gold and silver between our membership, if we're members, between our wallets. And that can literally be sent to you or do whatever you want with. We have a bartering system already in place in case the dollar falls apart. That's strong, everybody. And considering the fact that we have a debit card coming soon that will be able to be used in 158 different countries and attached to your gold or your silver or your cash in your wallet, that's strong. Look at the value of what you're getting here, okay? The advantages of having a private vault for storage of your metals. Do you know literally the extra security that you have with that? You also know the extra privacy that you have with that. These are much safer than keeping your money in a bank, a public bank. First off, for all of these different reasons, but it's just a very smart place to be. Lastly, or not lastly, but you can liquidate your metals at the touch of a button. I'm holding here a 100-ounce bar of silver, okay? Now this you can actually earn with this company, and we want to help you do it. If you're in your first 90 days, you can earn one of these bars. But the way, if I ever wanted to liquidate this, I'd have to bring this into a dealer and they'd have to look at it, evaluate, make sure it's real, and then give me their price for it. In ours, if I have the metals in my wallet, I can just liquidate with a touch of a button if I ever needed to get my cash. And also, we've got the highest buyback price at 7K, meaning that if you ever decide to liquidate, it's going to be a better price you're going to find elsewhere. That simply, again, makes sense. Now, the Stack and Sell platform, let's look at that. You can register your graded collectibles and know the true value. Do you know we talked to a member that actually had a coin collection that was worth a couple $100,000, and she brought it into a pawn shop and they told her that it was only worth a certain amount and they gave her like 30,000 for that? It's ridiculous, but she didn't know the true value, which is where Stack and Sell can come into play. You know what you have your hands on. You know, there's people who've actually bought coins at garage sales that have turned out to be worth thousands upon thousands, if not more, in money, simply because people didn't know what they had their hands on. You can buy and sell collectibles completely anonymously and make sure that they're authenticated along the way. And you also have access to rare exclusive coins that no one else will have access to. You can even watch for certain coins that you want to buy and be able to set a certain price that you'll be able to get notified for. So it's pretty amazing the technology that comes with this. And add this up in your head. Would it be worth what I'm paying for this? $6 a day to have everything that we're talking about. Same price that you pay for a Frappuccino at Starbucks. What about the 7K Advantage Discount Savings Program? As an active member, you have access to this with over 800,000 ways for you to save here in the United States. This has nothing to do really even with gold and silver. These are just average everyday expenses that you're living on. We went out and got 2 tires for Jack's car, Danielle's son, and we saved $100 on that. I just saved again going back to the tire place on getting a tire repaired. That one was a smaller purchase, but it was still saving 20%. We've saved money at the local pizza place that we always tend to order from. We've saved money on going to get our oil changed, on clothing, on different things like that. There's so many ways that we can utilize this. And the savings from this alone have more than paid for what our membership costs. Now, for our international market, we still have the savings on in terms of our travel savings. So let's take a look at some of these random dates that I just happened to pick up. This was a few weeks ago that I did this. So these were travel deals from August 15th through 19th of 2022. First off, in Las Vegas, Nevada, I looked up on one of the major travel programs. This has all the best prices, and they were offering this particular hotel for $59 a night during these dates. I looked up the same hotel on 7K Advantage, and the price per night was $28. You're talking less than half the price. Now, some people might, oh, 59, 28, not a big deal. It adds up. Okay, now you take a look next. We have Dallas, Texas. Okay, we have these that I can't see on my screen. What do the prices show? 61 and 127. And then you take a look at Orbitz here. That same 61 is now 74, and the 127 is 201. So, I mean, consider this. These are some of the best deals out there, and yet this trumped them each time. And I just happen to pull this date out of the top of my head and these 2 locations off the top of my head. I encourage you to go and do the same thing and see what the savings are. In addition, you're going to get first access to these rare collectibles. These are stunning, beautiful coins that most people would love to get their hands on, but they are sold out by the time that even everybody in 7K buys them. They've got first access. And you know what? The emotional stories behind these coins really give it such a desire for people to want to have that coin. Give you an example. The coin in the lower left, the Arizona, the USS Arizona. That's the ship that was sunk during the attack on Pearl Harbor. And 1100, and there's a beautiful video that talks about what happened that day to really kind of pay tribute to these heroes over there. Now, 1,177 servicemen went down with that ship. There were 1,177 coins minted of that particular coin. So if you have that coin, you know that that coin that you are holding in your hand actually represents one of those fallen servicemen that passed away on that day. And it really brings a tear to your eye, and it touches your heart. So consider that you have first access to these coins. Seriously, they sell out in 15 seconds on coin drops. And then the only way you can get them is at a higher price within Stack and Sell. Add up the value here, because even the appreciating assets on here are going to cover the cost of your membership. In addition, you've got automatic discipline savings where you can pick a collectible that's going to be sent to you each and every month. You can change it up if you want. This is the coin. This is where we got the coin that went from $139 to $1,360 in about a year and a half. And we weren't even going to get it. And we had no idea what coin they were going to send us. And they sent us that coin, and we hung on to it. And we ended up buying more coins of that same one at $500 and $450 because we knew it would go up. And here you can get it automatically sent to you each and every month. Now, some people are like, well, I don't want to do that. Well, let me tell you, the advantage of discipline is incredible, because if you can learn from the past, the $1.2 million mistake Learn from the past, like we all should be doing right now in the world. But unfortunately, you don't seem to see that happen a lot. But if we learn from the past, we can prepare ourselves for the future. If we had gone back in time and you had purchased one perfect condition Silver Eagle each and every single month between 86 and 2020, your total investment would be $45,000 to $50,000, but the value of that set would be about $1.2 million at least, because of the rarity of some of the coins within that set. And it all comes down to discipline. If you listen to Robert Kiyosaki, he built his fortune. He's on real estate now, but he built his fortune on gold and silver because of discipline. Richard Hansen came up with the idea of this company because of discipline. He was buying a 10th ounce gold coin every single week, went into Costco when they didn't have one. So it gave him this great idea. I'll create the Costco of gold and silver so that people can come in and get access because he had that discipline that made him have the desire to do that. None of us would be here if it hadn't been for that. So think about that. In addition, look at all the other benefits that you're getting. You have access to a health insurance plan with year-round enrollment sponsored by the sovereign nation of the Native Americans that gives you lower premiums, lower deductibles, and the largest nationwide network of doctors in the country. It's unbelievable. And you can even get access to pet insurance for your cat, your dog, or whatever pet you might have. You'll have access to professionals for your gold-backed or your precious metals-backed IRA. And you even have access to dealer direct prices on gold and bullion. You'll have an e-commerce page that you can point people to. And you'll even be able to get discounts on Zoom in this particular account this year. Now, you don't need to use all of these benefits, but they're there and they're included in this membership for you. And if you decide that you want to share this with others, you can actually earn some additional income to battle this ridiculous increasing cost of living that we're dealing with on a daily basis. Our checks at our job aren't going to cover it because we're seeing stagnant wages, but we're seeing cost of living go up. So why not go out and create an additional income stream by sharing this amazing membership that has so much value that you can see here, hopefully. And if you do, you create some great tax benefits for yourself as well with the benefits of a home-based business. Doesn't it make sense to you? Well, if it doesn't, let's get into some of the non-tangibles. How about the community? What would you do to be around like-minded people who just want to support you? Right now, there's so much divisiveness out there. You know what you have in this company? You have family, you have people that came from all different backgrounds that came together just simply because they have a common dream to live free, to be able to access and protect their money they've worked their entire lives for, and to help and bless others. That's what you have in this community. How many people out there do you think would desire to have this community right now? You cannot put a price tag on that. This is why this membership's worth way more than $500. And if you could see, and I'm leaving out a lot of the additional benefits as well. Consider that. Now, this next thing that I'm going to share, these are going to be some stories, because I can tell you there's nothing that beats impacting someone's life. If you can simply show how this membership is changing someone's life, sincerely, people relate and they say, you know what, I can see it now. It makes sense to me. So listen to these stories of how this has impacted some of these folks.
Hi, my name is Curtis, and I just wanted to share one thing about the Sound Money Wallet. You know, I like it that you can buy gold and silver in fractional amounts. It is great for my children. You know, they don't have $2,000 to buy an ounce of gold, but they can go in there and they can buy $40. They can buy $100 worth of gold 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and while I love everything about my 7K membership, I would have to say my favorite thing is the Buyer's Certification Program. That's the training that comes with the membership. I was a teacher for 14 years, and I cannot believe what I never learned. So 90 minutes, you will completely educate yourself, you'll empower yourself, and you'll understand why having gold and silver is where it's at.
The thing I love about Autosaver is that it has helped me develop a discipline that I don't naturally have. My husband is really disciplined. He saved savings bonds every month for years. So I had a stack of savings bonds and I admired that in him. When I saw the Autosaver, that's the first thing that I really saw. It was like, oh my gosh, I can learn to save systematically that it does not come naturally to me.
And I'm a jeweler by trade. I have 25 years experience in the fine jewelry industry. I've done thousands of appraisals throughout the years. I have a GIA degree. So when we have stack and sell, this is like an appraisal to me. You can see I've just got in here, I've got 84 coins listed in my stack. there's a 49% increase in value. That's over $5,000 in just about 6 months. This is like an appraisal. So you have the current market value, which is what an appraisal is, currently sells for, so that you can insure it or get a rider on your home policy. This is amazing.
Hi, this is Jay. As an international member, I like to bundle my coin shipments. So I just got my bundle in for the last few months, and I've logged into Stack and Sell. And I'm going to upload a coin. It's already scanned into my system. All right, so I'm going to press save, and I'm going to have a look here on my stack. I'm going to just scroll through my stack here. Oh, my Mandela monkey is already up by $72. Check that out.
And one of the reasons I love 7K is they offer a healthcare program. I've never seen that before in this industry. My daughter was going to go have knee surgery, which was going to cost her $7,000 because the deductible on her current insurance is $7,000. So when we looked at that, I introduced her to the healthcare program that 7K offers, and it would reduce that down to about $250. So it was amazing when she saw that.
Hi, my name is Adam. I'm a 7K Metals member up in Maine, and I love being a member for the obvious reasons, but I love how it feels to be able to gift something that is precious and rare to somebody that is both precious and rare to me. My little brother just graduated high school as the salutatorian of his class, and after the ceremony, I had a silver ounce MS-70 coin in an envelope along with a note that I had written to him. And when I handed it to him, he felt the weight of the envelope in his hand, and he says, feels approximately like an ounce. And I said, it's precisely an ounce. And we had just a good laugh about that. But then for him to open the envelope and to see what was inside and see the look on his face, that was priceless to me. It wasn't a gift card that I gave him. It wasn't cash that I gave him. It was something, as I said, that's both precious and rare, and that's going to grow in value over time. Just like my little brother Sean is to me. He's precious, he's rare, and I know he is going to grow in value to the world over time. So it was just an awesome gift, an awesome experience, and I'm grateful that I was able to do that for him.
All right. Well, I mean, the stories that you can't put a price tag on that. Again, you're changing lives. And for anybody who's questioning the value of this membership, you just really got to dig in and start utilizing the membership and be around people who've been able to have these amazing experiences. At a time when there's a lot of different companies and a lot of different businesses out there to exploit you, this is one that's looking out for you. Everything that we've talked about has just simply been the benefits of the membership. It hasn't even talked about the income that you can generate by sharing this with other people that could completely solidify your future for you and your family. Think about, there are people who have no hope right now. They're looking at the rising cost of living. They're trying to figure out how they're going to get through the winter with the increased cost for heating oil. And we have the solution that we can go out there and empower them without them having to change their lives, without them having to quit their jobs, by just simply sharing this membership that, as you've hopefully seen, has a ridiculous amount of value in it. And people need it. They at least need to know. And so don't ever feel like you're bothering people with this. You always want to have the mentality that you're going out there and you're blessing people and you're offering them something that really is of true value. And ask yourself, if you don't have a membership, isn't it time that you got yours? Isn't it time that you went out and started taking proactive steps to set yourself up for this changing world so you can protect everything you've worked your entire life for? With that, I appreciate everybody taking the time to listen to this. I hope this was helpful for those people who are considering this. Get yourself your membership. I encourage you, if you can budget it, get yourself the premium membership. And if you're looking to go out there and get started with the Autosaver, which I would highly recommend, I personally would suggest the State Animal Series in silver or the gold, the Holdman Gold Notes. They've been outstanding. We've seen the highest and quickest appreciation with those. So with that, thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night.